A man has died after eating raw oysters in Galveston.
This has surprised so many people. Authorities now investigating his death and the batch of oysters from the restaurant that he visited on the island. Fox 26's Natalie Hee joining us live from Galveston. Natalie, what are officials saying?
Well, we know that the man was in his 30s and had underlying health conditions. They say he consumed several raw oysters from a restaurant right here on Galveston Island. 2 days later, he got sick and was admitted to the hospital, and then he died shortly after that. Officials now issuing a warning to other consumers.
He had problems with his liver. He also had some other problems, and he had to take some medication that suppressed his immune system. It just so happens that the conditions that he had really predisposed him to an overwhelming infection with Vibrio vulnificus.
Galveston County authorities are now investigating the death of a man in his 30s who died over Labor Day weekend after eating raw oysters from a restaurant on the island. Officials have not released the man's identity or the name of the restaurant, but says they're working to identify the source of the bacteria.
We've actually gone to the restaurant where he was eating, and we pulled the oysters from the shelf, and there's tags to them so we can identify the lots, and the state is actually analyzing them to see if we can find the bug in a particular lot of oyster.
Health authorities say the bacterium has been exacerbated by the extreme heat and warmer than usual coastal waters this summer. Last week, the CDC issued a warning asking people to avoid swimming with an open wound and exercise caution when eating raw seafood.
But now that you say that, I guess I'm going to have to really think about it. Make sure the score on the restaurant, it's a good score.
No, that won't stop me. I probably won't get anything raw.
It makes it a little more difficult to want to try that, just knowing that that's, in the back of your head. But you only live once, so you gotta try it sometime.
Now, Dr. Kaiser says those who experience symptoms may feel nausea, vomiting, and even develop a rash that spreads pretty quickly. If you experience any of these symptoms, you're urged to go see a doctor immediately. From Galveston, Natalie Hee, Fox 26 News.